stupid intro that I got off the internet for free. All right. So, firstly, again, yeah, there you go. Read that. So, crypto hockey, if you don't know what I was up to last time. Piss off. Okay. Yeah, just talking about my interest in crypto, filling some gaps, trying to help people figure it out, I suppose. I don't really want anyone to follow me and do what I'm doing. I just want to share the stuff that I know, because it takes a lot of bloody work to just learn about this stuff. It takes a lot of bloody work. Once you start, it's a slippery slope. You're going to keep reading about it and you're going to be obsessed. And this, again, I'm not this guy. This is not me. This is not me. This is some guy who's got a Twitter account, and I started my YouTube video. And look, I'm not changing it. So there's now 2 crypto hockeys. This guy's the Twitter version. We are not affiliated. He's a Panthers fan. I'm a Maple Leafs fan. I've got a YouTube channel, and I don't think he does. Well, I can't find one. Anyway, he seems more interested in hockey than crypto. I'm more interested in crypto than hockey. It's just that crypto's fast, dangerous. That's my premise. It's a good name, etc. So, my wife thinks I'm nuts. She's watching Queer Eye for the Straight Guy on Netflix. I'm hiding in the shed. You might hear a few cars go past. But what I did last time was I just went around talking shit about crypto, what I know, etc. And watched that video for my history and what I'm about and how long I've been doing this. You know, I'm super amateur, so be warned. Now, lots of stuff that I'll say probably is wrong. So, just beware. But I've learned a lot, and so maybe a lot of it's right. Who knows? I guess it's up for you to find out. So, okay, I talked a bit last time about, what is crypto as an idea, and I didn't really get that far. I sort of talked about Bitcoin, and I talked about Ethereum. I talked about the difference of like what's the difference between currency and use cases. And so there's like currencies, and then there's use cases. There's ideas out there in the crypto world that are trying to solve problems. Okay, so they're not all trying to be new versions of digital money. That's not what they're all doing. So there's different stuff going on here. You've got digital gold up here. You've got silver here. It's got low fees for payments. You got a Chinese version of Ethereum over here, Neo. It's a smart contracts platform. It allows other coins to build an idea off theirs. You've got like ideas about the Internet of Things. You've got privacy coins. You've got crazy proposals without use cases, but a lot of excitement. You've got cool companies. You've got this thing here, Tether, which is basically stuck to the same value as the US fiat, the dollar. So a lot of people put their money into Tether on a trade platform. They put it in and out of Tether instead of in and out of fiat because of the fees, I'm guessing. I don't do that, but I think that's what they do. You've got like supply chain blockchain stuff for China. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So there's privacy coins. There's sort of social media things. There's data storage over here, Sia coin. And all of it is blockchain technology. And as I said last time, an idea that I'm, I guess promoting even further that was that I heard from They Call Me Dan, the guy that I really like watching, is that the blockchain is the new internet. This is the new internet. This isn't just like a millennial version of the stock market. It's the new internet. The tech behind blockchain is the new internet. So let's get off that. I did that last time. Try and get through this before I think Queer Eye for the Straight Guy finishes. I'm hearing movement in the lounge room, so I better hurry up. If you are in Australia, there's I don't have any affiliation with CoinSpot, obviously, or I wouldn't be making these YouTube videos that have a lot more money than I do. So if you want to buy crypto, I didn't know how to buy it. And that's really the reason that I didn't buy it, because I'd heard of Bitcoin. I heard about it on the radio. I heard about blockchain. I heard about this thing, and I thought, yeah, stuff that's to do with the internet, that's that's going to be a thing, but I don't know how to buy it. And it's actually quite difficult to buy it, you know. And one platform that I came across, an Australian platform, is CoinSpot. So that's, now you know about that. This one is the one that a lot of people use. This is huge. Coinbase is massive. This isn't Australian. This is from everywhere. You know, this is I can't remember where they're based. Probably based in the UK or the US. I think the US. What makes cryptocurrency dangerous is that you can basically start up an account the same way that you might start an email address. And so that scares a lot of people off because they feel as though it's not secure. I think it's really cool because it actually puts the responsibility in your hands, not in some, you know, large corporate body's hands that you sit back and rely on to sort of run your life for you. I think this is really cool. This creates a certain level of accountability, but it comes with a lot of risk. You know, this is the internet. So if you go on here, you can log into Coinbase and you can basically buy this stuff just with your bank, like super quick. But it's limited. Coinbase, you can only buy, pretty sure it's Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum. So that's interesting. You know, that's cool. When I started, I thought, that's cool. And I went on there. I bought like $10 of Ethereum and I think $10 of Litecoin, and I thought, well, that was fun. That was really easy. I didn't stop there, I guess, you know, as you can tell. So mates of mine, you know, the reason, on a tangent, that I actually decided that I was going to look into this stuff seriously. I've got some friends and they work with computers, and they are very conservative, fiscal, kind of responsible people. You know, I've got a guy that I know who's managed to buy a house in Australia. Not an easy thing to do right now, and he's young. And he really saved for his deposit. So I know that this guy isn't just throwing his money everywhere. So I'd sort of heard from friends of mine that work with computers that they were interested in looking into blockchain, and that's what started me, because I felt that confidence. Like, I don't work with computers, but they do, and I sort of found jumping up and understanding the tech quite difficult, but they didn't. And I kind of got a bit of support from that. And so I sort of, I didn't just do things because other people do it, not like that. I just thought, that's interesting. That's a sign for me to start doing my research. And as usual, I'm pretty obsessive, and I've done way more research than they ever have. And now I can't have conversations with them or anybody that I know because no one even knows what this is. So I've had to revert to talking to my computer and hoping I get some cool comments. So CoinSpot, right? Look, sorry if you're anywhere else in the world and this is boring the shit out of you because it's Australian based. Sorry, it's not always going to be Australian based. So stick around. It's crypto talk, not just Australian based. But if you're in Australia and you want to buy any of these, right? Like any of these, and I don't mean any as in all. I just mean you want to buy some, because they're not all available, right? Different exchanges, they have different coins available. Not all coins are available on all the exchanges, so just understand that. CoinSpot is somewhere that you can buy a really large amount of coins in terms of variety, you know? So here's the list of what they've got. They've got a lot. I've been frustrated because I've tried to buy stuff they don't have, but they've got a lot. You know, if you're getting an interest, it's a really good place to do some research about how you might. What I did was how I might buy stuff in Australia, and then this is where I came to. So what you have to be aware of with crypto is that there are trade fees, and these exchanges are making stacks of money off the trade fees, you know. They're killing it with the trade fees. So if you buy Bitcoin, I think the big ones, if you're going to buy some of the big ones, maybe it's just Bitcoin. I haven't really looked into it recently, but I think there's a 1% trade fee, buy and sell, something like that. And yeah, be aware that if you're going to go and buy the altcoins, that's the word for all the other ones, with a lower market caps than the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin does. It's got a 3% fee, right? So this is a kind of basic platform, and I used it, and I got annoyed with it because of all the fees. I got pissed off because I wanted to. I've been watching all these YouTube videos. I watch videos about people trading, doing stuff, hodling versus trading and whatever. And I really wanted to just give it a go. And I found that CoinSpot was not the place for trading because you can't sort of set stuff up, go to sleep, wake up, stuff's happened, and you sort of have something doing the work for you. No, you've got to stay awake, do the trading yourself, pay the high fees. It sort of isn't conducive to doing any of the stuff that I was interested in dabbling in. So I kind of used it. Hodling is good if you're in CoinSpot. It's a cool platform. To look into. I've sort of moved on from here, but so that's kind of how you would do it. A lot of people will go on Coinbase. There's always this talk on the internet, on the forums, about the next coin that's going to get added to Coinbase, and it just seems to be a constant source of frustration for people like in the Ripple camp, or people who are in the whatever other camp who want to have their thing on Coinbase, because Coinbase has got a huge volume. Look, it is US. Yeah, it's the US. All right, if they put Ripple on Coinbase, the theory is that Ripple would jump just because Coinbase is the easy way to jump in and get stuff. Whereas, this complicated stuff, you have to take photos of yourself and write out all these details and get photos of your bills, and people kind of freak out about that because they're worried about the privacy of the internet, I'm guessing. But so this, these things aren't so popular. Coinbase and stuff is, that's how you do it in Australia. There's proposals in Australia to I don't know, all this crazy stuff, like go and buy coins at news agents and things like that. They're trying to make it easier, I suppose. But I'm wary of the fees, right? I'm pretty sure they have a 5% fee if you go and look into the news agent things. But the security is probably great. Who knows? But the convenience is great. But I get annoyed with the fees. But that's me. I'm gonna close down this crypto hockey, dude. Get out of here. So all right, that's sort of the way you would buy stuff. That's how I did that. And then, what most people do is they just get onto something like this, Live Coin Watch. This is what I use, just because I think it's nicer to look at than Coin Market Cap, which is it's pretty cool too, but it's the same thing. So yep, this video is getting kind of long, and I can't remember what else I was going to mention. I think I was going to talk about market cap. Market cap is how much market capital is currently in the game, in the crypto game. When you think about this as an idea, this is tiny. The world, financial market cap's massive. This is tiny. This is 1% or something of the world financial markets. They just had that G20, and everyone was like, "Well, who gives a fuck about that? It's like 1%. Stop bloody worrying." There's always FUD. It's always FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt that crypto is going to be regulated. Big banks are going to buy it. Google is going to crush it. It's interesting because lots of people that I listen to have some really great points. They say it flew under the radar. Talking about Bitcoin in particular, it flew under the radar for such a long time. So obscure, no one had heard of it. But then once it got to the point when it was big enough for the main big players that own the world to start worrying about it, shit, it's too big. And it's not just that it's too big, the technology is too good. Technology is just too good. And so they're not getting rid of this. They're not getting rid of this. Like, and that's I really want to do this on this channel because a lot of people I listen to have really inspired me that if we're working for this together, we are trying to get the awareness out about what this is, then we are stakeholders in this version of the new internet. This is how we can be powerful. I get really frustrated in this world that I can't be powerful in any way. I feel like I can't say anything. I can't do anything. I'm not allowed to change anything. As soon as I stick my head up, well, what's the point anyway? That's a feeling I've had for a long time, and now I don't feel like that. I feel like this is a way that people can change things, and I'm really excited about that, and I really want this idea to be part of this channel because I love that idea. This is dangerous, this world. This kind of stuff is threatening big markets, and I'm into it. I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to make another video so you guys don't have to sit through close to 17 minutes of me crapping on, and I'll talk about something else next. So crypto hockey, fast and dangerous. Catch you next time.